Santa and Mrs. Claus, y'all. Getting it on with the elves. But if you read it and it's not a 5-star to you, go get checked out. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe it, but I'm about to give y'all some Christmas themed book recommendations. If you watch my channel regularly, you know I'm not a fan of Christmas books. I don't know what it is. I don't like them. Somehow that's all I've been reading. So here we go. I have 3 different categories. The first categories are going to be books that I have actually read. It's not as much as I thought, but we'll get to that. I have one category that has 2 books in there because I'm currently reading them. And then the last category are just books that I've seen. They're on my radar. I'm not going to get to them all, but I'm still going to mention them. But just know I haven't read them. So let's start with the books that I have read. I've only read 5. And I'm like, 5? I feel like I've read so many Christmas books this month. Mind you, I've read more than 5 books. But I thought way more than 5 Christmas books. But I've DNF'd a couple. I want to say about 2 for sure, maybe 3. I'm not about to do this. We're gonna just DNF and move on. I'm gonna be starting with the shortest books to the longest ones. Mind you, the most amount of pages altogether is 274. And that's only one book. But especially these are very short. When I do read Christmas themed books specifically, I like them to be novellas. So they're not gonna be long at all. These are also all on Kindle Unlimited as well. The first book, Hurry Down the Chimney Tonight. It is 65 pages. It's straight up erotica. I don't know what else to say. This is an FFFMM. That makes me think of that dang lady. Something about MM, flip it around, Wicked Witch. Girl, I don't know. I'm just gonna say this now. I've never seen Wicked. I don't know nothing about Wicked. All I know is what I've been seeing in the media with like the press tour and all that. I don't know nothing about Wicked. I don't know the songs. I'm not interested, to be honest. But I keep seeing that dang lady. And she's played in other stuff too, but I don't know. Wicked Witch. But anyway, so if you aren't familiar with the different letter orders, because there is an order and it means something. When the same letters are touching, that means that those characters are also touching. MMF, male, male, female, the 2 M's are touching, so the 2 men in that situation are also in a sexual relationship with each other. Like they're all just in a relationship. MFM, F or female, is separating the 2 M's. The 2 men are not in a sexual relationship. They may all have like together, but they're not with each other. So same thing for this, FFFMM. All the F's are touching, all the M's are touching, everyone is touching. This is of course Christmas themed, so the 2 main ones, Santa and Mrs. Claus, y'all. Getting it on with the elves. Getting it on with the elves. Now, the way that the elves are written in the book, they're not like what you see on TV. Like the elves are short. It's not like that. Like they sound tall. Okay, so one of the elves is a man and the 2 other elves are women, and it's following. I mean, it gets started from chapter 1. They get it on. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it. For me, it was what I was looking for at the time. Pansy Claus is 82 pages. This is about 3 women who get caught in a blizzard and they end up crashing at a mansion wedding venue. So there's other women there. There's other people there. I think in total, I want to say there's 5. The bride that's there, there's the owner of the manor, the owner's brother, someone who works on the ground, and then there's a friend to the owner. Now the friend to the owner ends up telling a story about this myth of this promiscuous pantsless Santa who, you know, if you wish for him, he will just appear. And yeah, he's pantsless, literally pantsless, ding-a-ling, just dangling. That's how it's described. Okay, so there's 3 women, right? The 3 friends at the beginning of the book, they each have their own moment, but there's 4 scenes, so there is one woman that gets a turn twice, and that was my favorite. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but that was my favorite. The other 2 scenes with the other 2 women, they were a little boring. Now they don't do anything with each other. This isn't like a FFFM da 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 da. No, these are all MF pairings, so promiscuous Santa, whatever, with each of them individually, twice with one of them. The other 2, the scenes were a little a little boring to me. I was hoping for it to be spicier and it wasn't. It was still spicy, I just wanted more. But I did love the plot. I thought it was very unique because I've never read anything like it. So then we have A Night with Miss Grinch. This is 93 pages. It's a small town black romance. We have a woman named Candy Cane who's a Grinch. She already don't like Christmas. And she gets snowed in with Cole, who is a coffee shop owner. Now, they do have history. It sounds like they're dating, but they're not. For me personally, that was the only thing that threw me off. I'm not really a fan of novellas where the characters have an established relationship, because with this book, for example, it made it feel like I was missing something. Like there was another full-length novel that I missed, and then this was like the author's treat for people who read that, you know, to get another glimpse at the couple. To my knowledge, this is a standalone. I don't think there was another book. I also will say I think that this book should have been longer. This is a novella. I feel like it should have been just a full length because there was more to Candy and Cole's background. It wasn't surface level, which is what I would expect from a novella. There's a reason why Candy doesn't like Christmas. There's a reason why I believe Cole likes Christmas. So their background went a little deeper than I was expecting than surface level. So I think that it being short also didn't really help. But I still think it's a great option to read for the Christmas season. It was very Christmassy. The relationship was still cute. I enjoyed Candy and Cole together. Mistletoe Kiss on Ice. This is 140 pages. Apparently I didn't write it down, so we're gonna go off of what I remember. We have an estranged couple who goes to their daughter's basketball tournament, and while they're there they reconnect. Wow, that was very simple. It was very cute. I love the cover. I've read this author before already and I enjoy her work. This is only my second book of hers. I had started a third one of hers, I just hadn't finished it. Technically that would have been before this one, but anyway, this one was really good. It's a great option. It's a little longer if you prefer something longer as well. Then my last book that I did end up reading, I gave a 5-star. I haven't really talked about ratings for these books, but this one I gave a 5-star. Okay, this is called Not in the Christmas Plan. This is the longest one out of the 5. It's 160 pages. I love this book. There's a book last year that was Christmas themed that I read. I don't remember if I gave it a 5-star or a 4.75. I think I gave it a 5 though. And this one reminded me of that. Not like the tropes or anything. What was it called? Christmas with Kris Kringle or something like that. I loved it. And when I read this, I was like, oh my gosh. It's giving me flashbacks of when I read, you know, the other Christmas book, and I ended up loving it. So we have Grant and Eve who are stuck together while Eve's twin sister is in the hospital giving birth. Now Grant is Eve's sister's brother-in-law. So Eve's sister's husband's brother. They don't have history, but they do know each other. They're not strangers. And here's the thing, most books that I give a 5-star, I'm gonna tell you the most basic things. I loved it, the characters were good, the romance was good, there was banter, Eve was a little grumpy at times. But yet with books that I hate, like 1 and 2 stars, sometimes even 3, like I'll give you a list of everything I didn't like, things that I like. Like I'm very specific with books that I love. I mean, I loved it for a reason. Same with this. The characters were good, the banter was good, I enjoyed them. I thought that the flow of the story was done really well for a novella, especially because I'm very picky about my novellas and I don't like giving them 5 stars. And I think this is my second novella this year that I've given a 5-star. I just thought it was done really well. So well that I did skim some reviews. I need to go back and read them. And I was like, oh my gosh, why did y'all give this a 3-star? 3.5. Like this is 5-star worthy. But if you read it and it's not a 5-star to you, go get checked out, because there's something wrong with you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. okay. Let's get into the nitty gritty, okay? So the next 2 books I am actually reading. Santa's Little Pleasers. I was thinking about DNFing this, but let me just talk about it, okay? So we have 3 college-aged guys. 3 guys in college that end up making a business of selling themselves. Is that how you would word that? For money. I said 3 different guys. I think it's 4 because I've read 3 scenes and there's still a guy left that I haven't read. So there must be 4 guys. or maybe one of them goes twice, which I don't think so. They are looking for older women because they're older, they're gonna pay. Like older meaning 40 plus, not that they're old. And the first scene starts out really good, and I just feel like I'm just so analytical now that I've been on the book side of social media, and we see lots of discussions happening, and it makes me stop and think sometimes what I'm reading. So let me just explain some of these scenes, okay? The first one was fun. It was a lady who had a foot fetish. It was a fun scene to read. I enjoyed it. The second scene, let me make sure I get this right. Yes, so it was a woman. She is not in her 40s though. That's the thing. It was a woman. Well, she was like in her 20s. I say woman. Like technically I'm a woman too. It's just, I feel like I want to say girl for people in their 20s. And it's like, they're not really girls. They're women, you know? Which is another thing. Have y'all thought? There's only the word woman and girl, right? For a boy, you can say a boy, a man, or a guy. There's no equivalent of guy for a woman or a girl. So I always end up just saying girl. I want something equal to guy for a girl in their 20s. You feel me? But anyway, so this is a girl, a woman in her early 20s. Like, she's not that much older than them, if she's even older than them. She has an old man fetish. Like, old man. I mean, the way that one of the guys ends up dressing, he was giving old. You know, he was giving 80s. I'm talking about he had a fake beard, he had a cane, he was walking with an unsteady gait. Now, here's the problematic part. What do older men have to take in order to keep it up? Viagra. And because that is her fetish, she ends up spiking his drink with Viagra without his consent, without his knowledge. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, that's not cool. So I'm like, well, wait a minute, am I overthinking this? Because, you know, as you continue to read, it's like she apologizes, they continue, it's like, it's almost like nothing happens. You know, he ends up enjoying his time afterwards. And it's like, okay, let me just continue for now. The next scene, we have a woman who has a break-in fantasy. The whole 9 yards, the, you know, break in, you know, she has a, the word's not code word, right? It's something else. Safe word. She has a safe word. The man, the guy, knows what the safe word is because when you fill out the form, you put all your details. The problematic part was she said it the one time, they stopped, and then she goes to say it a few more times. I didn't even realize that's what she was doing because he would cut her off. So she couldn't even use her safe word. What? You know, it's one thing if it's maybe like, I mean, not really, no. Because I was going to say maybe it's one thing if they were together and that's their thing, but they're strangers, which if you read it, you know, they're not really strangers, but well, it's a whole thing. Yeah, I'm like, he's cutting her off and he's not letting her use her safe word. And I mean, again, she ends up enjoying her time. After I finished that scene, that's where I stopped, but I'm almost done with the book. I'm like 80-something% of the way through. And another thing is, it's hard sometimes reading books that not a lot of people know about because when you read the reviews, you're not really gonna see people who bring this up. So that's why I'm like, wait a minute, no one's brought this up. Am I like thinking too much into it? I might continue it because I'm pretty sure we just have one guy left and he's a virgin, by the way. So he's going for top dollar. Again, I'm almost done, but just know that if I do finish it, like it's going in my review if I do a written one. You know, I will mention that. But let me know down in the comments, am I thinking too much into it or is it really problematic? Next is Claiming Mrs. Claus. This one I'm also currently reading. I'm 35% of the way through. I don't even really remember what it's about. I just started it yesterday. What is this? Oh yeah, we have Mrs. Claus, who is not married to Santa Claus. I don't know, I don't remember if it mentioned that they're divorced or they're just not together. They realized later on that their relationship is just more platonic. Is this an MMF or MFM? I want to say this is an MMF, but I don't remember who the two men are. I don't think they're elves. They actually have antlers. I haven't gotten to the spicy part yet. Well, I've gotten to the setup. If I turn it back on and start reading, like they're about to start doing it. But I don't remember who they are. Do they train the reindeer? I don't know. I don't know why they have antlers either because they're not animals. Well, does that mean that they're animals? I don't think so because they're human everywhere else. They just have antlers. So maybe I might even restart it. And then my last category are books that I have heard about. They're on my radar. I'm just gonna pop them up on the screen. Now, out of these, There are four books that I'm most likely going to read, and that is Santa Baby, Merry Christmas Baby because it's only 24 pages, Bad Santa because it's 53, and Christmas in Spite of You. For some reason, that summary is really getting to me. Like I want to read this today. Not really, but I do want to read this month. The rest I'm probably not going to read. I will mention that Just Right for Christmas is kind of like how I explained the Miss Grinch book. This one is a follow-up to two other books that are full length. So if you haven't read those by Sean, I don't think you can read this one because I'm pretty sure you need to read those first. So that's why I'm most likely not going to read them. I'm still currently reading the first book in that series, or duet. But if you have read that series, then I'm letting you know that there is a Christmas version of that story. I was not expecting Snow King Catches His Snowflake by A.E. Valdez to be so short because I think it's a trilogy. I'm wondering if it's one of the other two books that's really long, but the first book isn't. I think it's a Christmas book. I mean, Snow King. I also have no idea what it's about, but I've heard everyone talk about this book. Everyone that I know has read it. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you reached the end of it, comment down below this emoji, and I'll see you next week. Bye!